Hi friends, it's Jamie and I'm here today. This is my very first kind of YouTube video that I'm shooting with my camera going vertically or horizontally, and because I'm new to the technology of all this stuff. So it is Christmas Day 2024 and I am here to share my energy, my frequency, my vibration with the collective of my angel tribe. And I'm reaching out to my angel tribe today because I have an important message. Because today this year has been a year of complete transformation for me personally. And I know because you've been drawn to me and are in my collective that you too are going through your own transformation. So we're here to love one another and to build one another up to the ascension that we're in, and that we're going along with the 5D timeline. So today it's Christmas. I am in Vero Beach, Florida, and there is an energy here that I love. And however, my mom and my sister. So there's my son. He lives down the road in a different condo than I do. And but my mom and my sister, my extended family, they're about 1,000 miles north in Michigan. So it's a little bit disjointed Christmas this year because I went through a divorce in July, and everything switched and changed as divorce happens, and you lose a tribe of people that you were so connected to. But it was a narrative that wasn't a heart-centered, true, authentic, unconditional love. It was a love that was conditional, which is why it broke apart. And so now I'm on this new journey. My son and I are on a new journey. And so in that process, we are down in Florida, and we are navigating these holidays kind of on our own with loving friends who've offered for us to spend time with them as well. And so anyways, on that note, what I wanted to share with my collective in raising our vibrational energy, which is so important, because I do an angel message typically daily. And yesterday's message was to spend time in nature, which I did. I went for a walk on the beach. And then the next message was our joy angels. You know, what brings us joy? So on that note, because today is Christmas, let me go get the Christmas present. 1 second. Okay, joy angels are back. Okay, so on that note, I would love to share this with you. We can split the calories. All right, but seriously, so here is a present. And this is the present that I am giving you for Christmas. And I'm opening it. And as we pull it out, I'm giving us a crystalline heart. A crystalline heart to go into 5D. This is our space. This is our time. This is love. It's the light. So we have the Christ energy of Christmas, and it is the light, the love, the unconditional love we are infinite human beings. And just like you can see through this beautiful prismatic heart, we are that deep in our soul. And we're here today to connect together, and I'm here to remind you who you are. You are love. And this is my present to you to remind you who you are, and my present to me to remind me who I am, which is why I'm gifting this to us today. And anyhow, so yeah, it was a little, the energy, you know, we've spent so many years basically bouncing our energy off of other people, letting that be a reflection of what we thought we were. But in reality, that's just a small mirror of a reflection of who we are. The real reflection is that we are infinite loving beings, and nothing outside of us can truly show us the deepest essence of who we are. There can be some great loves in our life that show a large portion, but in reality, the greatest love you're going to find is the love deep inside your own heart. And that is our journey into this 5D timeline, is to really uncover and expand that. And there's different avenues that we can try, and it's keeping basically an alkaline diet, because that helps calm the nervous system from any toxins, that kind of thing. Lymphatic massage, eating fresh vibrational fruits and vegetables, and healthy organic meats and that kind of thing if you do eat meat. And no judgment either way. Everyone has their own timeline, their own energy, and I honor that. We all have free will on this planet, and I respect, and we all need to respect one another in that area. So basically, one of the things that I do, that I have done, and part of my journey has been that I've always been connected to, I shouldn't say always, at the age of about 9 years old, I had a significant encounter with an angel. I was in my room. I was young, and I was in my bedroom, and I was going through kind of a rough time. I was about 9 years old, and I remember I was reading an old missalette. We went to Catholic church, and I had a missalette, and I was reading it, and I was looking for guidance. And it was then that I don't know if I was laying, whatever it was, I just felt this presence of this energy of love in my room. And it was like the energy was saying, everything's okay, everything's gonna work out. And I just felt so much peace at that moment. And I just knew it, because I'm clairsentient, so I feel energy. And one of the reasons that I'm a massage therapist is because that's part of my gifts and talents and abilities. And so the angels have been connected. I've always been connected to Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael are kind of my three, but I believe it was Archangel Michael that I felt the presence of when I was young. And so all my growing up and being connected with Christ and being connected with all the most loving energies that could come through, and understanding different energies of Buddha and different things like that, those all are loving energies as well. So it's like there's so many different ascended master energies that are around us, but ultimately within us is the ability to become that ascended peace, that ascended love to the world. And I am here, I believe, to help guide people, and I help guide you to your highest self. And this is my first time really doing a full YouTube stream without just using angel cards, and kind of that was a little bit, and I love doing that, but this is more like speaking from my heart, and from where I'm at, and I'm learning. So please bear with me as I am trying to, well, not trying, just doing my best to be my most authentic self, so I can also be of service, loving myself, but also loving those people, those of you that are listening. And I guess I'll share some of my story. So after having that encounter with an angel, I always had that connection. And I remember in 4th grade, I had a learning disability. I had dyslexia. It wasn't diagnosed when I was young, but I was struggling in school, very much so. And it was a challenge because I never quite fit into the program. So imagine, it was like, there are all these programs, and that's the whole funny thing about it, is like life had all these programs, and it was so weird. I basically came to the planet not fitting into any of the programs. It was like, okay, number one, I'm super clairsentient. So I'm a total empath. I'm feeling everybody's energy. I know what people are thinking because I can feel it. And they're saying one thing, but I can feel them feeling another. And I'm trying to understand, like, what is going on here? Why are they saying one thing, but I know they're feeling this way about the situation. So I would pick up on that. I would feel energies around places, that kind of thing. And then I'd be told certain programs, like, okay, and then school was a whole program that if you had to read this to get a star and this and that. And like for success, it was like, to have success in school, it was there was no program I was going to fit into because I couldn't gain success with the fact that I wasn't able to read well. Like my processing was so different because I was such a intuitive empath. Reading and all that stuff was not something that came easy for me. It was more like all the other stuff came very easy for me. And like art and music, all that stuff came so easy for me, but the programmable, like concrete things were just more of a challenge, you know. And so that programming of how we were supposed to be like successful in school just never fit in. That was so interesting, really. So my first growing up programs were that I struggled with learning, and this part of my healing journey is not feeling good enough or that I was smart. You know, I was always like not thinking that I could, you know, was capable, let's just say. And then people, you know, teachers would say things, kids would say things. My sister was 13 months older than I, and she didn't have a learning disability. So we had the same teachers every year, so they couldn't understand, because back in that time they didn't diagnose kids, so they didn't know what was wrong with me. They were just like, oh, she is just slow. And so basically the programming that was going on in my head, without me saying, okay, I'm going to do this program, it was just, I'm assessing that I'm not fitting in and I don't know what's going on. And as we were going on in school, as my school journey goes, is that, you know, we all have dreams of what we want to be when we grow up. And as I was having my dreams, I was realizing that, you know, I'd have to go to college, and that was becoming less and less available to me as I was going through my school experience, because I was failing school, basically. I barely passed, honestly. I mean, it's on a wing and a prayer and a couple of students that helped me give me some answers when I needed them just to get through the school. So that was my first experience of not fitting into the programs. And you know, I was listening to a podcast or a YouTube yesterday of a guy, his name is Michael Del Rocco, and it was like a Christmas message about the misfits. You know, as light workers, we're kind of the misfits of the planet, you know. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he posted a movie of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Misfits. And I'm like, that is so, like, I love that movie. And I'm like, now I know why. So those of us that didn't quite fit in, we were the misfits, you know. And so now I know I am here to help guide us, the beautiful misfits that we are, through to 5D, because where we're headed, it's going to be easy. This new world now with AI and everything that we've got available to us, you know, that there's different avenues that can help us that have maybe trouble with writing and reading and stuff like that, and that help us to communicate in different ways and can aid us in different things. And we can help people that are, well, we can just be ourselves. That's all I'm saying. Being ourselves is exactly what we need to be. And that's what I'm going to be today. So, but yeah, the more I love myself, I did some mirror work. And basically the mirror work is where you say you're proud of yourself for like 10 things. And then you say you forgive yourself for 10 things. And one of my forgiving things was, Jamie, I forgive you for not thinking you were enough to be loved. And isn't that something? Like, we sometimes don't think we're enough just to be loved, you know. And think of a little baby. When a baby is born, does it have to do anything to be loved? Or do we just look at a little baby and are just, oh oh my gosh, what a beautiful being, you know? And that's like, that's what we need to do for ourselves. You know, look at a little picture, look at a picture of yourself when you were little and say, wow. And remember that person's still inside of us, still it is us. And that, you know, when we look at ourselves, look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love everything about you. And I'm here for you. And I'm here to help you heal and become the most beautiful version of yourself in this new planetary way. And in that space, I just want to send you guys a lot of love and a lot of hope, because this is Christmas 2024, and I can guarantee you by next year, Christmas 2025, times are a changing, things are changing up, and in that space I'm sending you so much love. But in the let's stay in the moment, because obviously we have a part of us that wants to, you know, make a plan, but in reality the miracles are in the moment that we're currently in. And I just want to send that loving miracle energy to everyone that's listening today. And if you're hearing my voice, I know that you're going to see a miracle, you're going to feel a miracle, and you're going to see signs from heaven, signs from your angels. If you're listening to my broadcast right now, just trust that a new portal has been opened into your energy field, and you will start seeing things. You'll start seeing numbers and sequence. You're going to start getting messages, you know, and just let's remember that, always to give gratitude for that, because that's our highest self. It's God, our angels, letting us know that they're with us and we are loved, and we are love. And on that note, guys, I'm going to be starting to put together a community on, I believe I'm going to work with the School app. It's SKOOL. And I'm going to try to get us all together. We can do maybe a Zoom call or something like that weekly, because I do believe that this space where we're growing and loving one another is going to be huge. So let's keep growing. All of you that are listening have a special gift, and I believe you're here to help others as we heal ourselves. And we are here to live a life of freedom and live a life of love. And I'm here to help you to create that space of freedom and abundance in your life as an angel of manifestation. On that note, guys, I hope you guys have a very blessed day and a Merry Christmas. Bye. Oh, and remember, love is the greatest gift. Let's not forget.